Are you looking for another way to gain market share and beat your competitors? Green Cleaning University can help. A partnership between the Askin Group and ISSA, Green Cleaning University is a series of interactive CDs that you complete at your pace. Ranging from an introduction to green cleaning and sustainability, the core courses help you identify prospects for your products and services, put together a green cleaning product bundle, deal with questions and objections, and even more. Upon successful completion of the 5 core courses, you'll receive a certificate of completion and the ability to use the ISSA Green Cleaning Professional logo and designation. There are many more courses available, allowing you to learn more about industrial hygiene, focus on green cleaning in schools and healthcare facilities, and more. For more information, visit www.greencleaninguniversity.org.
Welcome to Tripodcast, episode 288. It's Monday, May 20th. And in this Tripodcast, Dick Ollek talks with Todd Hopkins, CEO of Office Pride Commercial Cleaning Services. Office Pride is a franchisor, and Todd offers some interesting insights to franchising today. Let's listen in.
Welcome to our Tripodcast. We have a special guest with us today. We're joined by Todd Hopkins, who is the founder and CEO of Office Pride Commercial Cleaning Services. They're headquartered in Franklin, Indiana, and Office Pride is a franchisor. So, welcome, Todd.
Hey, thanks for having me, Dick.
This is a little different than what we've had in previous Tripodcasts, because we've always kind of thought of the entrepreneurial standard janitorial service.
Right.
And I've asked Todd, for those of you watching, I've asked Todd to join us today and give us a little bit of a different slant on how you can be successful maybe going a different direction. So, Todd, why don't you give us a little bit of background maybe of Office Pride, and then tell us what is the difference between franchising and regular, shall I say, regular commercial cleaning?
Sure. Office Pride is commercial cleaning, is a franchisor. We've been in business for over 20 years now, and our expansion strategy is franchising. So we're a lot of businesses and guys that we know, and gals who've started businesses, they will enter different cities through branches and branch managers and that type of approach. Our expansion strategy has just been to find a local business owner and teach them everything we know and let them own that local market, and so they are an Office Pride franchisee. We've been doing this since 1996, the franchising, and it's a wonderful thing because I love to coach people and they like to own their own business, but a lot of people are it makes them nervous to think about starting something from scratch, right. And they may not know for sure how they're going to do it, and they may not have the time to try to figure it out. So one of the reasons why people choose franchising is because they're looking for a learning curve. They want to learn from our mistakes, and over a period of 20 years or more, we've had successes and we've had mistakes. And
you made a mistake or two, haven't you?
Absolutely.
So help people avoid that mistake, right?
That's right.
Mistakes, yeah.
So our franchisees, they just immediately they get to learn from those, and it's a much faster learning curve. If somebody's wanting to start in this industry, to become part of a good franchise system.
Well, let me ask you then, along with that. We may have, and I don't know, we may have some listeners out there that say, I'm in business, but I'm kind of struggling. And do you offer, if I came to you today and I said, I'm running a small company, but I need a little support. Can I convert to a franchise, or is that available, or is that possible?
Absolutely. It's becoming more popular. We've had some good success stories lately because a lot of people, and they already know, they know how to clean, they know all the basic things, but most businesses that fail in this industry, it's not because they couldn't clean a customer's building, it's because of business reasons and different things like that. So we can help people in those areas, but a lot of the conversions, they already know that too. Mm-hmm. So when companies look to convert, they're usually looking for help on how to get to the next level. They've been at a certain size for a long time, and they want to, go to the next level. They're stuck. So we recently had one in Birmingham. There's a couple. They were at it for a couple of years, only got up to a few $1,000s. They just needed some. They were good, hardworking people, but they needed the training and they needed the systems and they needed to be taught how to sell. We've had a conversion where it was significant size business, but he was just stuck. And actually, he ended up saving money because we were able to teach him how to be more efficient at the business he had.
Yeah.
So really, he had increased profitability in his existing business, and that more than paid for the franchise fees, and not to mention the purchasing power. So
Excellent.
Conversions work for people who really want to be part of a system. They like the idea of networking. They're tired of being in it by themselves, even though they still own it 100%, their business. It would not work for somebody who, they may still want to grow national. I mean, if you want to grow national, you really need to be on your own.
That's right.
And if you really want to still call all the shots and not follow a system, and maybe
I guess that's why you would join a franchise, is that you have a system to do things.
That's right. So that's one of the values.
Well, let me ask you, what are for somebody even considering a franchise, what are some of the things they should look out for? What are some of the pitfalls? Give us a generic list of, well, got to look out for this or this or this.
Absolutely.
As a consultant, I get these calls and say, I'm thinking of doing this franchise or that franchise. What should I look out for? And I give them my knowledge, but you're in the business, so give the audience some ideas of what people should look for.
Right. Well, there's a lot of pros to choosing a franchise or becoming a franchisee, but the biggest con is if you choose the wrong one, you choose the wrong system and choose the wrong franchisor. So because you're stuck with it, it's a franchise agreement, it's a legal agreement, it's kind of like a marriage. The separation isn't going to be easy, so you have to do your homework and choose the right franchisor that fits who you are, somebody you would want to live with. So I suggest you can Google. You look at franchisor, you type in their name, follow it by lawsuits, or type in the franchisor's name and follow it by the word complaints, and do your research. Anybody you're considering, because if a big list of lawsuits and complaints comes up, it's probably somebody you're not going to want to be in business with, because part of what you're buying into is that name brand. Because most of the time when people join a franchise system, they're buying into the equity that's been established in that brand. So you want to be part of a good brand. So I always suggest, or what I would suggest, is you just Google it and learn everything you can and talk to franchisees that are already in the system.
Good points, because you mentioned it is a marriage, isn't it? You've signed a legal binding contract that says, I'm with you,
right? And
you better make sure it's the right message. So,
sure.
Todd, I want to thank you for taking the time. You've given our audience just at least an overview of what franchising is about and maybe what to look out for.
Yep.
And what can happen to them, or for them, I should say, if they want to join you've mentioned it's not for everybody. If you want to be a national company, maybe that isn't for them. Yeah. So again, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
This has been an enlightening session, and I want to say to you out there, thanks for joining us and thanks for watching us.
You've been listening to a Tripodcast, short video and audio presentation about important topics in our industry. If you're a current subscriber to the Tripodcast, thank you. We appreciate it. If you're not yet a subscriber, please check it out. It's free and it's easy. Come to www.tripodcast.com, enter your email address on the right-hand column, and click subscribe. We'll send you out a new Tripodcast every Monday morning. Thank you for listening to today's Tripodcast. And now a special announcement about an upcoming interactive workshop called Successful Selling in Today's Economy. This will be held in Omaha, Nebraska on June 29th and be conducted by Dick Ollek, CBSE, and past president of the BSCAI. This workshop is being hosted by the BSCAI and will include a special segment from Gene Hansen, the co-founder of the janitorial store. Some of the topics being covered are determining which accounts to pursue, creating and maintaining a prospect list, 8 ways to go to market and which ones are most effective, conducting an effective walkthrough, the components of a successful sales proposal, and how to close the sale. This is a don't-miss workshop based on real-life, proven successes, not theory. Dick will be showing actual materials and techniques he has used to secure appointments, prepare the proposal, and close the sale during his 50-plus years in this industry. At the conclusion of this session, you'll be prepared to grow your company's sales in a systematic and profitable way. You'll also receive a copy of Dick's book, Selling Contract Cleaning Services, Compliments of BSCAI. Again, this is June 29th in Omaha, Nebraska. For more information, please visit bscai.org.